Morning everybody, welcome to my latest. This is Big Jim. Well, everybody calls him Big Jim. He's not only big in stature but he's big in heart and he's very big in passion. Absolutely loves Notts County and Notts County fans love him. Yeah, this is my reference photo, kindly supplied by John Sumter. Again, I'm a little bit worried about this one because he is such a fan's favourite. I'm hoping I can get him and do him justice. He's a very intense, passionate footballer, wears his heart on his sleeve. So here goes. Again, I'm going to put a base colour down, just picking out where areas. I've got me two favourite brushes again, flat ones. They're not for. I'm not doing any detail at first. I'm just putting some basic colours in and basic areas. I'm going to start coming down here, and I've got to leave quite a little bit of. How can I put it? A little bit of light areas on Jim on this one because of the nature of the photograph. If you look, he's got lots of white where the light's been shining on him from the photograph when the photography was taken. So I've got to try and keep that, because that gives the shape to Jim's face. Again, so I'm just again moving in, just doing basic areas at the moment, just to try and get that basic look. Because as you've seen in my other videos, I go over again later on, because watercolour always dries lighter than it first appears on your page. So I'm pulling colours up over his forehead, and then there's some colour coming round here where his hair is casting a shadow over his head. Again, pulling in. Got to be aware of the fact that, again, in my painting, I do my drawings on a very thin paper and then mount them onto card. So I've got to let them dry quite a lot. And here we come down past his nose and then round his cheeks. Bear in mind that there's a lot of light coming in onto the bridge of his nose and onto his forehead and onto this side of the cheek here, just here, there's quite a lot of light, and on his ears as well. As you can see, it's just building up nicely, not forgetting the colour underneath his beard and around his lips. This is the yellow ochre. It's my go-to colour, always in the background of all my paintings. And then I'll make it more of a lighter red later on when we get to the point where I'm defining his colour and his shape of his face a bit more. Going to put some down his neck. Again, it's lighter here, because I've done some pen work. Lighter down there. Well, I've got it on my brush, do his hands, do his fingers. Again, I'm using my finger to blend. As I've said before, I use it quite a lot. Right, as you can see, I've started to put the base colour in. I'm going to stop there for a minute because I've got to let it dry a little. Then what I'll be doing is I'll be putting a little bit of this, a little bit of pink over the top. I've done some practice sheets here, look, and I'm just going to put the the pink over the top. That will give him his warm glow. Just very lightly, when it's dried, it will give that yellow ochre a little bit of a warm glow. Make it more of a gym colour. I've got it, like I say, just show you what I mean. It's just here, it'll come up. And blend it in with my finger. Don't like edges, so I'll wet it and damp it up. Going more into the nose area, where his eyes come to, his deep set eyes, because it's passion. This guy scored some cracking goals from midfield, I'll tell you. Breaking into that box. Yes. And as most Notts fans will tell you, loves the club that much that he's got a magpie's tattoo on his thigh. What a guy. Gotta admit though, I'm not a tattoo fan. There's some fantastic tattoo artists, a lot better artists actually than I am. But I'm not a tattoo fan. I think that's because I think I'm nervous. I don't think I could do it. I don't like needles. Again, we're coming down here. Coming in. With a red. Lots of colour. Oops, too much. Not enough. So I'm going to put some water on that to thin it out and spread it about a bit. Yeah, we do make mistakes. Any artist that tells you, they'll tell you, out of 100 paintings they do, only about 20 of them are any good, if that. Oh. I'm beginning to worry now that I put a little bit too much yellow ochre on. Anyway, I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to work on it again a bit more later. As you can see, I'm beginning to get the colours in. And we'll see how we go. So this is me saying goodbye for now. Or am I? Because I'm just fiddling. And once I get going, I just can't stop. I've got to, because otherwise you can ruin it if you don't give it a chance to dry. So, here we go. Bit on his cheek. Fetch it round, because his cheeks come round. And right. I'm going to let it dry. Keep telling myself I've got to give it time. I'm the world's worst. Once I get going, I can't help it. I want to do more. I keep going and going and going, and sometimes you have to tell yourself to stop. Otherwise you can start to ruin them. I've got to give this chance to dry. So I will see you all soon. Here's John. Bye.